What's going on, guys? I'm gonna give you one guess where I'm at right now. You guessed it, I'm in Vegas. So why am I in Vegas, you ask? Good question. I'm not gonna tell you yet. I'll show you guys here in a little bit. So it's currently Thursday morning, and it's about 8 in the morning. I woke up this morning. I flew in late last night, first of all. Yesterday, was it yesterday? Or maybe the night before, I decided, it was Tuesday. On Tuesday, I got a call and found out that I was gonna be going to Vegas for something. So booked tickets, and I was shocked at how cheap they actually were. Tickets to get out here with a hotel and a car rental for 2 days was all only like $400 some, under 500, which is crazy. So this morning, woke up about 6, went and got some Starbucks in the hotel slash casino, which I'm staying at that place right there called the Strat, because apparently you can go way up to the top there and eat in the stratosphere or something like that. So woke up, got Starbucks, went and worked out for like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, showered up, and now we're gonna go adventure around a little bit in Vegas, and then I'll show you guys what I'm really here for. All right, guys, I just did something super creepy. Can't believe I'm going to admit this, but there's a very rich, famous YouTuber that lives in Vegas, and totally just looked up where he lived and drove into his neighborhood. Pretty sure I found his house, and I got a quick little picture of it, but definitely not going to share that. Total invasion of privacy, and I'd be super frustrated if I found out someone did that to me. So I probably shouldn't have done that, but it's super interesting to see where people live, especially people who you follow and who you kind of look up to. So now I'm headed to the place where this thing that's bringing me out here is located. It's actually like a little over an hour drive. I went to the grocery store and picked up a gallon of water down here, and then also a thing of fruit, just to eat a snack on the way. So when I'm traveling, eating all the fast food and stuff just really gets to me. All right, guys, so here we are. So this is a campground for sale, RV park, out in a desert, more or less, with a couple of business partners, and the owner is driving us around on the golf cart. You can see some storage units off in the distance there. So we're just going to talk over some of the random footage that I got. There's some other storage units that he built. Here is an area that we would likely want to do something with pretty quickly after taking the property over. This is where he calls it EV storage, extra vehicle storage. And as you can see, people have like little spots where they just dump off junk in old vehicles. We would, really want to clean that all up, potentially do what's called dry camping. Now, dry camping is when a camper, an RV, they have the ability to more or less camp without needing to plug into electric and, sewer and water. So we would, probably clean up most of these lots and then start offering more campers, RVs, to come in and just dry camp there, because there's a huge demand in this area. So he's got some unique spots set up. Back here is kind of like a tent camping area, just kind of getting some shots and views of the land. This property was built by this guy over many years, and so he's really taking good care of it. There's just, some things that we need to clean up. And what's really unique is it sits on the side of a hill, and his house sits up at the top. And so you can kind of see, this is the view from his house, looking down at the campground itself. So it's really pretty property. Actually saw some deer there for a while as we were looking at the property. And this is just kind of a full drive-through video of the whole campground. So you can see off to the right, this is where, most of the campers are. And one thing that I'll note is this is more of a long-term camper type deal. Like it's not people who are coming in overnight. Now, would we change things? I don't know. We'll get there. But right now, the old owner, he has, a lot of really old time people there that have been there for many, many years. And, he likes to keep it quieter. Not a lot of people coming in and out. So that's something that we would consider as like, hey, do we want to keep these, longer term people in there, or do we want to go with more of the shorter model? And here's some of those storage units again. He has like 18 of them sitting around the property. Also the semi-trucks, semi-trailers that are sitting there. He rents those out to people, as extra storage. But look at all the space back here that's not being utilized. So we would really want to think through, how can we develop this property out more? And what we're checking on is, with the county, hey, could we put another septic system in? Would we be able to, add another leach field? And then this is back over there again where there's extra vehicle storage. So I think there's a lot of upside with this property. And just a quick recap of, what I'm looking at again. So it's an RV park that's for sale. I don't want to talk a whole lot about it because it's a property that we're still working on it. It is unavailable to people. If you try to find it, it's not available anymore. But so we're looking to buy it, and we're kind of going through the due diligence process right now. But our plan would be probably hold it 1 to 3 years. Well, yeah, probably at least a couple years, probably around 3. And potentially just resell it, after 3 years. So the game plan would be come in here, clean up a lot of the old stuff, bring in a lot more people, because through our due diligence, we found that out west, well, I think it's more or less nationally, there is a big shortage of campgrounds and RV parks. I would say out west, more retirement destination type places, especially in the winter, are really struggling to keep, well, I don't know how to word it. I guess more or less they're full. They don't have room. They don't have vacancy. So there's a big opportunity there as prices increase, as the demand is very high. So here's a shot of the clubhouse off to my left. There's some laundry machines, soda machines, showers, things like that. So that's the property. We're gonna see if we're gonna end up buying it. I'll keep you guys tuned in, and if this interests you guys, I don't know who's watching, but there's opportunities out there for investors to join us. So if you ever want to potentially get involved in real estate, just let me know. Shoot me a message, and maybe we can talk about upcoming deals. So heading back to Vegas, and I just couldn't help but take some shots of the absolute gorgeous drive. I've always been in love with the West. It's just, I love the dry heat. Humidity is not my friend. Could I live out West full time? No, I couldn't, because the green, I love, the lush green grass. My wife makes fun of me because my lawn is like my baby. And then also just the changing of the seasons. I love the changing of the seasons. Like it's a breath of fresh air. It's something new. But I'll tell you what, out, when you get into the winter, I would not mind getting back to, warm weather. So heading out west. So I was just walking through the casino / hotel that I was staying at after I got back, and I was like, hey, I'll just shoot a quick walkthrough video. It's kind of depressing actually when I see some of the people sitting there just gambling away their money, especially at these slot machines. I'm like, how can this be fun? But anyways, guys, so I appreciate you guys watching the video. If you liked kind of seeing a little bit more behind the scenes of what I do, let me know down below. And guys, until next time, appreciate your watching, and we'll see you later.